So composite function is a very important question. First you must understand what is the meaning of composite function. So let z is equal to fxy. This is the function depending upon two variable x and y. Okay, and let us suppose x is further depending upon other function. Let us suppose it is t depending upon t, means x another function which is a function of t, and y is also function of t, means x is a function of another variable t, and x and y and z is a function of x and y. Then you will name it as z is the composite function of t. Very interesting. Once again, if z is a function of x and y, maybe z also maybe more than two variable, more than one variable, and all the variable depending upon same variable, another variable. So then the main function will depending upon that variable, it will name as a z is a composite function of t. The first you must know the definition. Correct? After that, you whenever you have to solve such kind of a when such kind of a function is given and you want to find derivative, then what will be the concept? Means the concept is like differentiation of composite function. Differentiation of composite function. So very interesting to see the differentiation of composite function. So what I am going to do, the same thing I will take. Z is a function of fx, x and y, and x and y both are the function of t. Then derivative. So see, depending upon, see, very interesting. Total derivative is a complete derivative. Complete derivative, not a partial derivative, because z is depending upon t, only one variable. So how we will find? You will find derivative of f, because f is depending upon x. You will find partial derivative of f with respect to x, and derivative of x, total derivative of x with respect to t, because x is depending upon t only, not two variable, plus derivative of f with respect to y and derivative of y with respect to t. So this is the formula, this is the methodology, this is the concept of differentiation of composite function. Okay, so sometime if function is depending upon three variable. So let's see, if let us suppose you have a u variable which is a function of x, y and z, and x, y, z are the function of t, then the composite differentiation. Okay, so the composite differentiation, the derivative of u with respect to t. Okay, so derivative of u with respect to t will be is equal to derivative of with respect to x, dx by dt, derivative of f with respect to y, dy by dt, derivative of f with respect to z, dz by dt. So this will be the extended formula in the extended form if the function depending upon three variable. So let's discuss one example. The example is z is equal to xy square plus x square y, and x is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280. Okay, so you have to find out dz by dt. Okay, so you name it as a total derivative also. Okay, or you can name it as a composite differentiation. So you know that by the formula, you know that derivative z is depending on x and y. It will be curl z by curl x, and derivative of x with respect to t plus x. Curl z by curl y, and derivative of y with respect to t. So first you will find derivative of z with respect to x. So you can find this thing separately. Curl z by curl x. When you will find the derivative of this with respect to x, so x is the variable, y will be constant. So you have a y square, and here you have a 2xy, because y will be constant, derivative of x square 1, y square will be constant, derivative of x is 1. Now you can find curl z by curl y. So derivative of this with respect to y, you will find this also. So derivative of y with respect, derivative z with respect to y, 2xy plus x square. Now you will find derivative of z, derivative of x with respect to t. So x is this, only depending upon one variable, that's why we are taking total derivative. So 2at. So derivative of y with respect to t, you will get 2a. So what you have, derivative of this, you will substitute all the values. What you will get, you will substitute all the values, student. So y square plus 2xy, and value of this is equal to 2at, correct? And the value of this is equal to 2xy plus x square, and the value of this is 2a. Now another important, student, you will not write the answer in x and y. So sometimes student leave this answer in this form, x and y. No, you have to substitute the value of x and y. So what is y here? Y is equal to 2at whole square, 2 x. What is x? A t square. What is y? 2at whole outside, 2at plus. So 2. What is x? So what is x? X is equal to at square. What is y? Because 2xy, you will put the value of y, 2at. Now plus x square, 2a, sorry, not a 2, it is at square whole square, whole outside 2a. So now you will solve it further. You will get, yes, here is the 2, and other things are okay. Now you will get 4a square t square, 2 into 2, 4, a into a square, t square into t, t cube. Outside is 2at plus 2 into 2, 4, a square t cube plus a square t4. Okay, so you will get 2a is outside. So you need to get it common, whatever the common is there. Here is 4 is common, a square is common, t square is common. Okay, so you can get it common. So what is 4 is common, you have a 2 already there, 8. So a square is common, a square into a cube. And what is t? T cube is common, t square is common. So what you have, 4 is common, a square common, t square common, you have a 1. 4 is common, a square common, only t plus. So this we have 4, no 4 is common, you have only 2, it's outside. A square is common, you have a cube, you have a t cube common. So here you have a 4 plus t. So this will be the answer. The solution here, only the algebra. The main point of discussion is this formula. So how you are using this formula, this is the only thing. Student, it is a similar kind of a situation. Here total derivative, this is also very important. Let us suppose z is a function of, let us suppose z is a function of x and y. Okay, and you know that if you find the derivative of z with respect to x, it will be a partial derivative. If you find the derivative of z with respect to y, it will be a partial derivative. Everybody knows that. So if you want to find out the total derivative with respect to which variable, it is not clear. Just we will write the total derivative. So what is the formula of dz? Sometime you want to find out the dz, total derivative of z. So this will become derivative, partial derivative of z with respect to x. I will write dx plus partial derivative of z with respect to y, dy. So this is the formula of the total derivative of z. And it is very easy to understand. If the same thing will be transferred to the composite function. How? Because if x and y depending upon x t, then you will write dz by dt only. Then rest of the things are same, you will write dx by dt, and rest of the things will be same, you will write dy by dt. Okay, so it is also, you can say, this is the extension of the total derivative. They are means depending upon each other. Sometimes they will ask about the dz, total derivative of z. They will not ask about the with respect to which and that. So you will, dx and dy will be as it is. It will not change. It will be as it is. Correct? Means it is very much clear. You will read it as a total derivative of z will be is equal to partial derivative of z with respect to x and total into total derivative of x now plus partial derivative of z with respect to y into total derivative of y. So this is the formula of total derivative. See, what is the basic meaning of change of variable? I have taken one, u is equal to fxy, and means u is a function of x and y, and if x is further depending upon any s and t, this is s, and y is also depending upon other function s and t. Now if you want to find out derivative of u with respect to s, then it will not be total derivative. That is the number one thing. Correct? Because this, because u is depending upon x and x is depending upon s and t. So if you want to find out a derivative of u with respect to s, if x is only depending upon s, then you will write it as total derivative, otherwise no. You know that the concept that we have discussed in the last lecture. So it will be, so derivative of u with respect to x and derivative of x with respect to s plus curl u by curl y and curl y by curl s. This will be the derivative of u with respect to s. And if you want to find out derivative of u with respect to t, again it will be partial, and derivative of u with respect to x, derivative of x with respect to, and even you cannot write this complete total derivative. Why? Because x is not only depending upon s, it is also depending upon t. So you will write t here and curl u by curl y by curl t. The number one, you must know this thing. Okay. So what is the fundamental of change of variable? Like if I will take example, like I have given the example in the yesterday lecture. If let us suppose x is equal to s plus t and y is equal to s minus t. Now x is depending upon s and t and y is depending upon s and t. Even you can find, when you will add it, you will cancel it, you will 2s x plus y and you will get the value of s is equal to x plus y by 2. Correct? And similarly, if you will subtract it, you can get the value, means x, even you can put the value of x is here, you can get the value of t. So you can t you have x minus s. So s is x minus y, x plus y by 2. So when you will take LCM, you have a 2x minus x minus y. So you have a x minus y by 2. So the value of t. So you have a x, s is equal to x plus y by 2, and t is equal to, also x minus y, means s and t both are depending upon x and y. So if I will write it directly, I've just given the example, means sometime you have the x is depending upon s and t. S and t are any variable, x and y are any two variable. And you can write x and t in the depending upon x and y. Means you can write in journal, you can write s is depending upon, let us suppose there is a h function depending upon x and y, and you can write t as a another function depending upon x and y. So example that I have discussed. So if you want to find out curl u by curl x, then it will be written as curl u by curl x s, and curl s by curl x, and curl u by curl t, and curl t by curl x. Now this is the change of variable. Now this is the change of variable, means from xy depending upon x and t, and now you have s and t depending upon x and y. So similarly you can find curl u by curl y, that will be curl u by curl x into curl s by curl x, and curl y, and curl u by curl t, and curl t on curl y. Fundamental will be same. So you need not to worry about that, means sir whether we will, with what kind of thing we will remember. You need to remember only one thing out of this, means whenever u is depending upon x and y, and x is depending upon s and t, and y is also depending upon s and t, then how you will write derivative of u with respect to s, number one, and how you will write derivative of u with respect to t. So this is the only thing you want to know. Change of variable means you, if x and y depending upon s and t, you can write s and t depending on x and y, and you can find in the same manner this is the similar kind of situation. Important. The next concept is the implicit and explicit function. What is the meaning of that? So many times you have seen that, let us suppose you have a z, there is a function fx1, x and y. Okay, if z is a function, now it is very much clear, x, z is depending upon x and y. More specifically, let us suppose y is a function of fx. Now it is very much clear, y is depending upon x, y is a function of x. So if I will give the example, y is equal to like x square plus 2x plus 1, very simple, means here y is depending upon x. So dependency is very much clear. Correct? So this kind of function, when dependency is very much clear, such kind of function is known as explicit function. But when it is not clear which one is depending upon other variable, so then it is known as an implicit function. I will give the example like x cube plus y cube plus 3axy is equal to 0. So when you have such kind of a function, this is a function of x and y, but you are not clear whether x is depending upon y and whether y is depending upon x, because you cannot write one y on the one side and everything on the other side, that will be only on x, or you cannot write x on one side and everything on the other side, that will be depending on y. So such kind of function is known as the implicit function. Mixed equation in x and y, such function is known as a implicit function. And in journal I will write as a fxy is equal to constant. Constant may be 0, it may be anything. So in journal we will write like this. So if you have a such kind of a function, implicit function, then how you will find the derivative of one function with respect to other? Now it is very much interested. So interesting step here. So we are going to discuss now the differentiation of implicit function. Now, so I hope it is clear to all. If you have any doubt, you can raise your hands. Otherwise, I will understand you are very much clear whatever I am discussing. So differentiation of implicit function. There will be two formulas, implicit function. So what is the meaning of that? Meaning of that, let fxy is equal to c be an implicit function. I am taking in journal first function. Then there will be two formula. Number one, that those formula we will use in future directly. Number one, derivative of y with respect to derivative of x. It will be minus partial derivative of f with respect to x and partial derivative of f with respect to y. This is the first formula, and derivative of y with respect to f with respect to y should not be 0, because if this is 0 then it will be not defined, because anything divided by 0 it will be not defined. The first thing I will prove it, this one, and the second one, it's better to write it, second one. We will prove both the formula and then we will use double derivative of y with respect to x. This will be minus derivative of f, double derivative of f with respect to x, minus derivative of y with f with respect to y whole square, not minus, it is multiplied, square, minus 2 f x f y. This is the partial derivative of f with respect to x with respect to y, and partial derivative of with respect to xy, plus partial derivative of f with respect to y 2 times, and partial derivative of x with respect to x whole square, divided by fy whole cube. Okay, now there we have take two observation. Derivative of y should not be 0 with respect to y. Why? Because if it is 0, then another thing, derivative of f with respect to xy must be is equal to derivative of y with respect to. It is a general formula. You need not to check it. It is by default we are taking. So these are the two formula, and we will prove these two formula before using and before finding the double derivative or single derivative of implicit function. So how we will prove? See, very interesting to see. Proof or solution, you can say. You have a f xy is equal to c. Now student, if you want to find out derivative of f, if you have a f function and you want to find out derivative of f with respect to x, total derivative you can say, because so what you will total derivative with respect to x, then this will be derivative of f with respect to x, partial derivative, and dot derivative of d with respect to x. Very interesting to see. I am just writing the derivative of f with respect to y and dy by dx. Student, you know that already I have discussed, if z is a function of x and y, you know that. So derivative of z, I told you the derivative of composition function, derivative of z with respect to x will be same thing, means derivative of z with respect to x and derivative of x with respect to dx. See, maybe you have some confusion like why you are writing dx by dx. So if you have a z is depending upon x and y, and x and y is further depending upon t. Let me explain. X is also depending upon t and y is also depending upon t. If you find the derivative of z with respect to t, Listen very careful. T, then what you will write? Derivative of z with respect to x and derivative of x with respect to t, plus derivative of z with respect to y and derivative of y with respect to t. So student, I am just replacing z is equal to f. Then I am writing in place of z, I am writing f. See, here, here, here. And in place of t, if I will take x, I am just writing this x. In place of t, I am writing xx. So you should not be worried about this, how I am writing this derivative, total derivative of f with respect to x. So this will be equal to whatever I have written here. See, this will become, so derivative of f, this will become curl f by, I'm just the derivative of this. If you will differentiate, you can write here differentiate, you can write differentiate equation number 1, this is c, sorry, just take this is c, constant. Differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. So we get, when you will differentiate f, you will get this one. So curl f by curl x, dx by dx, plus curl f by curl y, dy by dx, and derivative of c is constant, it is 0. Now student, is very interesting, see this one, this will be 1. So this is fx, derivative of f, partial derivative of with respect to x. This is fy, derivative of f with respect to y. So this is dy by dx is equal to 0. So what you are getting here, if you will get dy by dx, you will get minus fx, so fy. So this is the first formula that we have proved. So you can use this anywhere directly. Now we will prove the second one. Second one means this one. This is double derivative. So what you will do here, very interesting to see. Now differentiate to with respect to x. We get, very interesting to see student, derivative of left hand side with respect to x will be a double derivative with respect to x. Very interesting, no problem at all. So derivative, this is u over v, minus will be outside, u over v, v square, f v square, you know that formula of u into v, u into v. When you have product, derivative of product of two function, u is outside derivative of v with respect to x. Now v is outside derivative of v, sorry, u over v. This is not a u into v, this is u over v. So u over v means u over v. The formula is v square. V is outside derivative of u minus u is outside derivative of v. So I am going to apply this formula because u over v minus is outside. So v square, v is outside, derivative of this with respect to x minus f, x is outside derivative of fy. So very interesting to see this step, next step. Now what I am going to do, see it. You can take this as equation number star. This is the equation star that I have written here. So I will utilize here also, correct? Now see fy whole square. Now fy is outside, negative is outside here. See, so derivative of this is very interesting. I will apply the same thing that I have applied here. So it is derivative of, in place of f, you in this equation just replace f with fx like this, correct? So you will get what you will get, see, you will get derivative of fx, curl derivative with respect to x, and total derivative of x with respect to x, plus derivative of fx with respect to y, and this is curl y by dy by dx. Okay, minus fx is outside. Now this curl fy by curl x dx by dx plus curl fy by curl y and dy by dx. Correct? Now very interesting, next step, minus is outside, fy whole square. So students see fy, this is 1, this is 1, finished. So this is double derivative of f with respect to x. If at x double x, this is because already derivative of f with respect to x is already. So when you will differentiate one more times, you will get this one. So what is that? Plus. So this is derivative of x is already, you have a again derivative with respect to y, you have a fxy. You can write yx and xy, those are same thing. And here is the dy by dx. Okay, so what the value of dy by dx is equal to minus fx upon fy. You have put the value of this one, this one, this one. Now finished, closed, minus fx. Correct? So what you will get here? So this is the derivative f xy, because already derivative with respect to y you are finding with respect to x. This is 1 plus derivative of f with respect to y 2 times. Already y, one more time y. This is dy by dx. This is dy by dx means minus fx upon fy. Closed. Now in the numerator, so what you will take when you will take LCM in the numerator, fy will be the LCM. So fy square is already there. When you will have one more fy in the denominator, you have a fy cube. Now here will be minus is outside, fy. See, this will be multiplied with this. You have a fx double x fy. Now minus fx fxy, closed, minus, this is fx is outside, this is fxy, and fy will become, when you will take LCM, fy minus fx f double y. So now you can solve it further. When you will solve it further, now when you are proving it, you can memorize it. It is the best way to memorize, just prove it. So you will multiply this with this, you are getting f double x or fy whole square. When you will multiplying this with this, you are getting minus fx fy fxy. So when you are multiplying this, minus fx fy fxy. When you are multiplying this with this, minus minus plus f x yy and fx whole square. So this will be the double, this will be the 2 times, means minus outside fx fy whole square. So 2 fx fy fxy 2 times plus fy fx whole square. Now very easy to memorize it, fy whole cube. So this is the double derivative of y with respect to x. You can see we have proved exactly that we want. See it, very easy to prove it. Sometime examiner may ask proof this is equal to, correct? So see, this is very interesting question. You have a z is equal to, depending upon x and y, you want to find out total derivative of z. Means you want to find out dz. You must know, I have given the formula of total derivative. It will be curl z by curl x into dx plus curl z by curl y into dy. Already I have given. So what you need a derivative of z with respect to x and derivative of z with respect to y. Two things. So find the curl partial derivative of z with respect to x. So you have a tan inverse, sorry. So here is the tan inverse. Okay. So derivative of tan inverse x, you know that the formula of derivative of tan inverse u, it will be 1 upon 1 plus u square and derivative of u again with respect to x. So 1 upon 1 plus x over y whole square and derivative of xy again. So derivative of xy, derivative of with respect to xy. So student, this will be 1 over 1 plus x square plus y square. Now, because you are finding the derivative with respect to x, so y is the constant. So 1 over y will be outside, derivative of x is 1. So you have 1 over y only. So you will take LCM. ये calcium y will be in the numerator, x square plus y square. You have 1 over y. This will be cancel out. You are getting y over x square plus y square. Now you will find the derivative of z with respect to y. So this is 1 over 1 plus u square. U means x over y square and derivative of x over y again with respect to y. So this will be y square x square plus y square. Now here x is outside, derivative of 1 over y is minus 1 over y square. Correct? So what you will get, y square cancel, minus x upon x square plus y square. This is the derivative of z with respect to x. This is derivative z with respect to y. Now you will substitute. So therefore dz, the total derivative, curl z by curl x dx, curl z by curl y dy is equal to, so derivative of z with respect to x is y, x square plus y square dx, and derivative of z with respect to y, it is minus x square plus y square and dy. Okay, so in the total derivative these term will be as it is. So these term will be as it is. So this is the answer. So student, this is the another question. If you have a w is equal to x square plus y square, so this is the value of w. It is clear cut from the given function. It is depending upon x and y, and x is a function of r and t and y is a function of r and t, and we have to find out derivative of partial derivative w with respect to r and partial derivative w with respect to s in term of r and s. Okay, so this is the question. Now we know that this is the composition function, and you know that if you have, so let's start with the solution. W is equal to x square plus y square, and so not a t, it is t here, tn. In place of s you have a t here. Correct? Now see. Now first you will find, so value of x is r minus t and value of y is r plus t. Now you know that, so therefore w is a, because w is depending upon x and y x is y depending further depending upon r and t. So w is a composite function of r and t. So therefore curl w by curl r will be is equal to curl w by curl x and curl x by curl r plus curl w by curl y and curl y by curl r. That is the one thing that you will use. And another thing, curl w by curl t will be is equal to curl w by curl x and curl x by curl t plus curl w by curl y and curl y by curl t. So it is very much clear from the question means you need to get all these values. Now we will start. You can take, this is a question number 1. You can take equation number 1 and equation number 2. So first I will find curl W by curl X, because one by one we will find all the terms. When you will differentiate W with respect to X, you will get 2X. Now curl W by curl Y. When you will differentiate curl W with respect to Y, you will get 2Y, because X will be constant. When you differentiating with respect to X, Y will be constant. Now next I will find curl X by curl R. So curl X by curl R. So when you will differentiate X with respect to R, you will get, result will be 1, because derivative of R with respect to R will be 1 and derivative T is constant, that will be 0. So now curl Y by curl R, and that is equal to 1. Okay, so you got another, you got this one, and you can get a curl X by curl T also. When you will differentiate curl X by curl T, so derivative R is constant, derivative T with respect to T is -1, and curl Y by curl T will be equal, derivative of this with respect to T will be 1, because R is constant. Now you will substitute. So therefore equation 1 becomes, equation 1 curl W by curl R will be equal to curl W by curl X is equal to 2X. Curl X by curl R, curl X by curl R is 1, plus curl W by curl Y is 2Y, and curl Y by curl R is equal to 1. So here you are getting X, 2 common, X plus Y. So you want the answer in R and T, not in X and Y. So you will substitute the value of X and Y. So value of X is R minus T, and value of R is, Y is R plus T. So T is cancel, R plus R, 2R. So 2 into 2R, you are getting 4R. So you are getting curl W, derivative of W with respect to R in term of R. So you got the first answer. Now equation 2 becomes, curl W by curl T will be equal to curl W by curl X is equal to 2X, curl X by curl T is equal to -1, curl W by curl Y is 2Y, curl Y by curl T is equal to 1. So again you will get 2 common, you have X minus Y, so minus X plus Y. So you will put the value of X here. So the value of X in term of value of X is R minus T, and if minus is outside, so minus R plus T. So value of Y is R plus T. So you have R is cancel out, T plus T, 2T. So 2 into 2T, you are getting 4T. So you are getting the answer in T. So result curl W by curl R, answer in R, curl W by curl, this is the answer of this question. See, this is another question. Z is a function of two variable X and Y, it is given. And where X is equal to, X is a function of R and theta, and Y is also a function of R and theta. So you want to prove this. Now, we know that, we will start from solution like, we know that because Z is a function of X and Y, and X and Y are the function of R and theta. And if you want to find out derivative of Z with respect to X, with respect to R, because you can find with respect to R. Okay, when you will find with respect to R, so that will be curl Z by curl X. Okay, curl Z by curl X, and derivative of X again with respect to R, plus curl Z by curl Y, and derivative of Y with respect to R. So this is done, correct? Now when you will put the value of this, because this will be as it is, curl z by curl x, you will, because z in term of x y is only given but the function is not given. So derivative of x with respect to r, x is equal to this. When you will differentiate with respect to r is the variable, theta is the constant, cos theta will be outside, derivative of r is 1. So you will write the value of curl x by curl r will be cos theta, plus curl z by curl y will be as it is. Now derivative of y with respect to r, when you will differentiate y with respect to r, so sin theta will be outside, derivative of r is 1, so you have a sin theta, correct? Now what you will do, because see in the proof you have a curl z by curl r that we are getting, we need a cos theta with that. So I will multiply cos theta with this. When you will multiply cos theta with curl z by curl r, because we got curl z by curl r but we don't have a cos theta, I will multiply with cos theta. So cos theta into cos theta, because cos will multiply with this, cos will multiply with the whole of this, so you have a cos square theta into curl z by curl x plus sin theta into cos theta, you can say cos theta into sin theta into curl z by curl y. So I will take this is equation number 1, means we are getting this term. Now I will get this term. To get this term I will find curl z by curl theta. So therefore curl z by curl theta, because z is depending upon x and y and x and y depending upon theta. So curl z by curl y and curl y by curl theta. Now, so curl z by curl x will be as it is. Derivative of x with respect to theta. So you have x is equal to r cos theta. When you will differentiate x with respect to theta, r is a constant, it will be outside, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. So you will get minus r sin theta. Correct? So similarly, curl z by curl y will be as it is. Derivative of y with respect to theta. So y is equal to, you have r sin theta. When you will differentiate y with respect to theta, r will be outside, sin theta derivative cos theta. So you have a r cos theta. So here curl z by curl theta you got. Now you need minus sin theta upon r curl z by curl theta. So you need to multiply minus sin theta by r with the curl z by curl theta. So you will multiply with this whole. When you will multiply minus sin theta upon r with this, you have minus r sin theta curl z by curl x. Now when you will multiply with this, you have a minus sin theta upon r and you have a r cos theta curl z by curl y. Now what you will get? This r is cancelled out, this r is cancelled out. So minus minus plus, you are getting sin square theta curl z by curl x. So minus sin theta cos theta curl by z by curl y. So this is equation number 2. Now after that you will get adding equation 1 and equation 2, we get what you will get. So equation number 1 left hand side is this, equation number 2 left hand side this, left hand side will be added with the left hand side. So cos theta curl z by curl r minus sin theta by r curl z by curl theta will be right hand side cancel. When this will added with this, so this will be cancelled out because same. Now you have a cos square theta sin square theta. So cos square theta plus sin square theta, because curl z by curl x is common. So curl z by curl x is common. So cos square theta plus sin square theta 1. So you are getting curl z by curl x, because this is 1, will be is equal to this one, cos theta curl z by curl r minus sin theta by r curl z by curl theta. So this is the result, this is the answer that we want to prove. See it, exactly same. Okay, so by this way you can find these, solve this. So student, next question is this. Now see, in which what we have given in this question, z is a function of x and y, very much clear, and x and y are the further of function of u and v. X is also function of u and v, and y is also function of u and v. Now we want to show that this curl z by curl u. So the interesting point is this: z is function of x and y, and x and y is further function of u. So you can find curl z by curl u and curl z by curl v, and you can subtract from each other. So you can find first, so curl z by curl u will be, because z is function of x and y, so curl z by curl x and x curl x by curl u, because you are finding with respect to u. So curl z by curl y, and y is further differentiation with respect to u. Now you can put equation number 1. So curl z by curl v, because you need this one also, curl z by curl x by curl v plus curl z by curl y and curl y by curl v. Question number 2. So we need all these terms, all these terms, this term, this term, this term, this term, and we will try to solve it. Now see, curl z by curl x. So you don't have, because curl z by curl x and curl z by curl y will be as it is, because you don't have the z function. It is only given z is a function of x and y, nothing else is given. So you cannot find these derivative. You can find only curl x by curl u. So x is equal to this. So curl x by curl u will be derivative of e raised to power u, derivative of e raised to power u as it is, plus derivative e raised per v. V is the constant here, 0. So you will get curl x by curl u, only this one. Now curl y by curl u, curl y by curl u will be derivative y with respect to u, e raised to power minus u as it is, minus u for derivative of minus u again, that will be minus 1 with respect to u. So you will get minus e raised per minus u. Now I will find derivative of x with respect to v. So derivative of x with respect to v. So derivative of e raised per u will be 0, because we are finding the derivative with respect to v, then u will be constant. So derivative of e raised per v will be e raised per v as it is. Derivative minus v, again you are minus 1. So you will get minus e raised per minus v. Now derivative of y with respect to this, y with respect to v, curl y with respect to v. So e raised per minus u 0. So minus is outside, e raised per v as it is, and e derivative of v again, that is 1. So these values we got. Now we are going to substitute these values in equation number 1. Now equation 1 becomes curl z by curl u. The value of this is e raised per u. It is e raised per u into curl z by curl x. Derivative of y with respect to u, it is minus e raised per minus u. And curl z by curl y, curl z by curl y. Okay. So You have equation number third. Now curl z by curl v. Now you will put the curl x by curl v is this minus e raised per minus v curl z by curl x. Now derivative of y with respect to v, it is also minus e raised to power v curl z by curl y. This is equation number 4. Now student, very interesting to see it. So you just concentrate on this left hand side. So you are getting this one and you are getting this one. You need the subtraction of this. So what you will do, you just subtract third minus 4. We get left hand side the difference with the left hand side and right hand side with the right hand side. So this minus this sign will change. E raised to power u, this will become plus. When you will set that, you will change the sign and you will add it. So you have e raised per u plus e raised per minus v, and curl z by curl x is common. Now here minus e raised per minus u plus e raised per v, and plus is outside this one. Curl z by curl y is common. Curl z by curl y is common. Now see the next step. So you know this is the value of x. So this is x. It is given curl z by curl x. If you will get minus common from here, minus is common, e raised per minus u, here will be minus, this will become plus and this will become plus minus. So e raised power v curl z by curl y, and this is the value of y. So you have x curl z by curl x minus y curl z by curl y. So curl z by curl u minus curl z by curl v is equal to x into curl z by curl x y into minus y into curl z by curl y. So this is the proof that we want to prove. So hence proved. So this is another question. If u is equal to f is a function of x, y, z, correct? So very interesting, x over y is a function of x. Now, so very interesting, f is a function of x over y, y over z, z over x, and you have to prove this. Now very interesting step is here. What I will do in the solution, you have a u is equal to f x over y, y over z, and z over x. So what I am going to take, I am going to take capital X is equal to x over y. Let, I am just assuming let, and capital Y is equal to y over z, and capital Z is equal to z over x. So when you will take this, you will get u is depending upon f, capital X, capital Y, capital Z. Okay, now what you will do now, very interesting, you can find, because now u is a function of x, y, z, capital X, Y, Z, and capital X, Y, Z, x is depending on x and y is depending on y, z, small and capital or small are different. Okay, so this is the composition function. Now you can find curl u by curl x. Very interesting. Derivative of u with respect to not this x, small x. So this will be the derivative of u with respect to capital X, and derivative of capital X with respect to small x, plus derivative of u with respect to capital Y, and derivative of capital Y with respect to small x, derivative of u with respect to z, and derivative of z, capital Z, this is derivative of capital Z with respect to small z. Correct? You can write small z like this. Okay. Now this is the curl u by curl x by composition function. Okay, just we have a two variable earlier, now we have a three variable, so same procedure you will follow. Now curl u by curl x as it is, so derivative of x, capital X with respect to x, when you will differentiate with respect to x, this capital X with respect to x, so 1 over y will be constant, it will be out, derivative of x is 1, so you will get 1 over y here. So value of curl x by curl, it will be 1 over y, very easy, plus curl u by curl y as it is, derivative of y with respect to x, derivative of y with respect to x, so you don't have x in y, so derivative will be 0. Now plus curl u by curl z, so derivative of z with respect to capital Z with respect to z, so z is a variable, 1 over x will be constant, it will be out, derivative z with respect to z is 1, it will be 1 over x. Sorry, we are finding, oh sorry, really sorry, this is with respect to x, because we are finding with respect to x, with respect to x, with respect to x. So here is you have a derivative of capital Z with respect to x, so when you will differentiate, so capital small z is outside, okay, 1 over derivative of 1 over x with respect to x will become derivative of 1 over x with respect to x minus 1 over x square, so it will be minus z upon x square, correct. This thing we have done, very interesting to see. Now I will take curl u by curl y, derivative with respect to y, small y, so curl u by curl capital X, curl x by curl y. Now curl u by curl y, curl y by curl y, curl u by curl z, curl z by curl y. Now curl u by curl x as it is. Now curl x by curl y, derivative of this with respect to y is 1 over z. Curl x sorry, with respect to y, it is x is outside, and 1 over y derivative with respect to y is x upon y square. So curl u by curl y, derivative of y with respect to y, derivative y with respect to y is 1 over z. Now curl u by curl z, derivative of z with respect to y, you don't have any y in the z, you will get 0. So you got second thing. So curl u by curl z, small z, so it will be curl u by curl x by curl z, curl u by curl y, curl y by curl z, curl u by curl z, curl z by curl z. So derivative of curl u by curl x as it is, derivative of x with respect to z, you don't have any z here, it will be 0. So curl u by curl y, so derivative of y with respect to z, so it will be minus y over z square. Now derivative of, so curl u by curl z, curl u by curl z, so derivative of z with respect to z, it will be 1 over x, correct. So you got all the things. See, interesting, you are getting this one, you are getting this one, you are getting this one, you will multiply this with x, this with y, this will z, and you will add it. Very interesting to see. Even you can multiply here also, or even you can multiply in the next step. So I am going to now left hand side, x into curl u by curl x plus y into curl u by curl y plus z into curl by curl z will become When you will multiply x with that, multiply x here, so you will get x here, x here, x here, this will be cancelled out. Now when you will multiply y here, so you have a y here, this y will be cancelled, you have a y here, so you have a y here. So all these things are already finished. When you will multiply z with that, so you have a z with that, you are getting z cancel, z over x. Now when you will add, very interesting to see, when you will add it, okay, so curl u by curl x, this will be cancelled out, minus x over y plus x over y. So this is cancelled out, this is cancelled out, and you are getting 0. So this is the hence proved. So the you should be very careful while differentiating. I have discussed all the concept, even we have discussed some of the question. Okay,